In this video, I'm going to be talking about what I do as a video producer when I find myself with a little bit of downtime. Here's the story. Over the last few months, I've been consistently booked to either shoot projects and edit projects. And I've found that with all the different clients I've been working with and all the different jobs that have been coming my way, that has filled up my calendar quite a bit to the point where I was comfortable and not feeling overworked or burnt out. It was a very good balance of work, and then also I could then have some sort of social life or family life as well. So I've had a really good balance over the last few months, but over these last couple of weeks, I've only had one half-day shoot. And for some people, that might not sound too bad. However, over the last few months, I've had at least a couple or even 3 half-day or full-day shoots booked in my calendar. So I've found myself with a lot more free time during the week, and I don't want to just be sitting on the couch watching YouTube, which, as good as YouTube is, and thank you for watching, I don't want to be doing that all the time. I do want to still be productive as a video producer. But when the projects aren't there and the phone isn't ringing, what do I do? Well, if you're a subscriber to this channel, then you probably already know the answer, and that's I create content for YouTube. And as a video producer, it's kind of a no-brainer to create content for YouTube because that's what I do as part of my job. I already have the tools, I already have the knowledge, and although YouTube can be a little bit different to creating, say, a wedding film or creating videos for corporate clients, it is still a skill that can be learned, and I do have the foundation of creating video content already in my mind, and I don't have to learn from the very beginning how to create video content, which is really helpful because I'm able to use the gear that I already have, hit record, and then just start talking about stuff. And that's what I've been doing in the last few videos that I've been posting to YouTube. I've just been talking about my video producer journey, talking about cameras that are being announced and released, and just giving some thoughts and starting a conversation with other video producers on the internet. So if you're a video producer and you don't have a YouTube channel, I would strongly recommend that you do start a YouTube channel. And during those quieter weeks or even those quieter months, you'll have a reason to get your camera gear out and just start shooting stuff. And it doesn't need to be exactly what I'm doing right now. You could do something completely different, but I would strongly recommend that you create some projects or find some projects that you can do so you're not just sitting around and wasting time and not being productive. I also find that creating YouTube videos is a really good creative outlet. Right now, I'm using my iFootage SharkSlider Nano, which other than these recent YouTube videos has just been sitting on my equipment shelf in my garage, not doing anything. And I thought that was a real shame. And I remember just sitting in my office looking at my typical YouTube setup, which is just a Sony a7R5 on a tripod. And I thought, I've got my motion slider just sitting in the garage, not doing anything. Maybe I'll get that out and try using that for the video just to add a little bit of spice to the video. So let me know what you think about this moving camera angle. Do you find it to be something that adds to the video, or do you find it a little bit distracting? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback. And if you want to hear a little bit more about my YouTube camera setup, let me know in the comments as well, and I might make a video about that too. But it's not all doom and gloom with the downtime that I've had over the last couple of weeks. I go to my calendar and I see that next week I've been booked for 3 different jobs, and I do find it encouraging to know that I do have jobs in the calendar coming up very shortly, because that means that I'll be putting my skills and equipment to use and being able to send through invoices and have that cash flow keep coming in so I can continue this video production company journey. And for you, you might be right now in a similar position, wondering when that next job is going to come through. And depending on how well you've invested into your networks and relationships with the people in your community and other video producers, that next phone call or text message or email for that next big job, which will lead to multiple other jobs, could just be around the corner. For me personally, yesterday I was in my kitchen and I got a text message from someone that I'd worked with previously. They've moved on to a new role at a new company and they were needing a camera operator. And they knew that I was appropriate for this role and wanted to find out whether I was available for this coming weekend to be able to fill in for someone, which I'm guessing either cancelled or whatever reason. There was a spot open for a camera operator for this weekend. So I got back to them. I was very responsive. I didn't just reply straight away, yes, book me. I checked my calendar, made sure that I was available, and then I responded and said, yes, I'm available. And the conversation went from there, and I was put in touch with the producer that they work with. And now we're going through the process of signing contracts and getting me on board to be able to do this job this weekend, which is great because yesterday I didn't have any idea that I'd be booked for a job this Sunday. But the fact that I was responsive and also available really did help me with being able to be booked for this job. So hopefully this job will be an enjoyable experience and possibly lead to future ongoing work. So for me personally, it just goes to show that there is always something that I can be doing, and hopefully I make wise decisions and do things that will be productive and beneficial for my business, for my family going into the future. Hopefully that's encouraging to you, and maybe that has given you a few ideas for yourself. Maybe you'll start a YouTube channel, maybe you'll exercise more, and exercise and being physically healthy is such an important thing, especially in this industry, because if you're struggling to carry your equipment, if you're out of breath just walking up a flight of stairs, it really does make this physical job quite hard. Yes, there is a lot of standing around and waiting, but there is also a lot of physical work that goes into this too. And that has definitely been highlighted to me over the last few years as my body has changed a little. I haven't been as diligent in exercise or with my diet, and it started to show, and I've said enough is enough. I need to get back in shape, and I plan on continuing this journey to try to get my body into the best possible condition, because I don't want to be gasping and out of breath just going upstairs. I want to be in this for the long run, and I also want to be healthy while doing it. So maybe that's something you needed to hear as well personally, and hopefully this video is an encouragement to you. And if you found this video helpful in any way, I'd love for you to give this video a like and also subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I post a lot of videos about Sony cameras and video content and video production, and I'd love for you to continue on this journey with me.